Well, hello everyone, Meteorologist Matt Willoughby here, giving you a quick update. We know it has been a rainy day so far, all the way from the moment you've woken up to just about now actually, and we're getting close to that lunch hour, so we know you're probably going to go out, get some lunch, so we want to update you on what just to expect. And you see right just behind me, we do have a weather impact alert day in store for us, not necessarily for some strong to severe storms, really just some heavy rainfall. We've seen the drought conditions really over the past several weeks, but with the heavy rainfall we've seen so far today, yeah, it could cause some localized flooding problems. So we're continuing to see that rainfall, and we'll give you what to expect at least over the next several hours as we head towards this Tuesday. So as far as radar goes, still active right now, still seeing some decent rainfall and steady rainfall. That's been the big story today. It's really been seeing some steady rainfall. So as we give you a look at what to expect for this afternoon and back into this evening, well, with that weather impact alert day, that will be some heavy rain, some localized flooding. A few rumbles of thunder can't be ruled out, but yeah, overall, the main impacts we're really seeing is just some heavy rain and some steady rain really across the entire Kentucky-Anna area. So you need multiple ways to receive alerts if those heavy rainfall does creep up as flooding. So with that, we're going to give you a quick look at what to expect. We do have an excessive rainfall outlook for you, which is a slight risk in the southern half of our area, but some areas even into southern Indiana still included into that marginal to slight risk for excessive rainfall. We're definitely seeing the excessive rainfall. This is live radar right now, looking at max HD radar, and you can see the rainfall still falling. The reds, we're seeing, you know, of course, the heavier rainfall. The yellow still a decent moderate rainfall, and also the greens that you're seeing on radar right now, a lighter rainfall. But either way you look at it, especially throughout the Louisville metro, starting to see more heavier rainfall. I'm going to widen the picture out. Myself and meteorologist Matt Willoughby have been tracking these rain showers ever since this morning, starting about at 5 a.m. You can tell as I give you a look at this loop of at least that satellite and radar. We started this just 5 a.m. We've seen that steady rainfall just about until wake up time. So it's been active radar so far as we've gone towards the past several hours, and we're not done just yet actually. As we look at estimated rainfall so far the past 12 hours, you saw the rain last night and early overnight into this morning, but we've seen quite a bit of rainfall going right really through the Louisville metro, straight up into northern Kentucky. So this is really going straight through our area, especially into places like Evansville, Hardinsburg, Brandenburg, as we've seen that rainfall. Now, this is not especially accurate rainfall estimates, but this is what we call radar estimated. So this is the amount of rain that we're falling that we're seeing on radar. So that's what you're seeing right now is that radar estimated rainfall totals within the past 12 hours. So right here in Louisville, or just at least north of Louisville into Jeffersonville, I've seen about 1 inch of rainfall within the past 12 hours. But some places you're heading further south into Louisville, just north of Shepherdsville, places have seen about a radar estimated of 3 inches of rainfall, and I can zoom in on this even as well and show you some areas as well who've seen quite a bit of rainfall. Fern Creek about 2 to 3 inches. You head out to Brandenburg, you've seen about a radar estimated of 3 inches of rainfall. So we're not done just yet. Like I said, we got still more rainfall on the way for us over the next several days. So I'm going to time out what you can expect at least, and what we're seeing really on radar right now over the next several hours. You know, 11 o'clock, 11:04 right now, and we are starting to see those rain showers continue. It's the lunch hour. Maybe you're getting off around this time. Good for you. But we're going to see this throughout the afternoon, evening hours, especially during that commute for school. We're talking getting off of work. Definitely going to be a bit of a messy commute for you as you head towards this afternoon. So continuing as we look at it right now, this is what radar look like. This is our radar loop right now. And right for us, we're still seeing those heavier rain showers. I'm going to stop this right now where we're seeing that actively. And I'm going to zoom in a couple of places. Call out your city name, West Point, out into Brandenburg. You're seeing that heavier rainfall, especially into Muckport. We're going to head up to Louisville as well, Shively. You're seeing some decent rainfall, Valley Station, especially into eastern Louisville right now. St. Matthews, Northfield, Anchorage, Jeffersontown. You're seeing some heavier rainfall really starting to calm down. Audubon Park, Germantown. Yeah, all in this area, really into eastern Louisville, starting to see those heavier rainfalls. This is some consistent rainfall. This has been going on really since this morning. we've seen this rainfall. So as we give you a look at radar, we'll also give you a look at those Trimar cameras as well, seeing what we look at. And it looks like we actually got an accident right now on I-264 at Bardstown. That's why we want you to stay safe. We want you to be careful out there, because this rain, we haven't seen rain in a while, so you may have forgot how to drive in some rainfall. But yeah, it looks like we're looking at an accident also on I-65 at Grade Lane. Looks like we see some police lights there, but looks like we're looking at a fresh accident actually on I-264 at Bardstown Lane. You see a truck and a car, looks like it's involved. A car look like it's going the wrong way, that's turned the wrong way at least. But you can see whether it's I-265 at I-71 or I-64 at Shelbyville County line, yeah, we got some wet roads out there. So like I said, we just need you to be safe as we go towards the next several hours. So you can see right here, our traffic tracker, several accidents, several red as well, especially on I-65, the Waterson, and Gene Snyder, still seeing some heavy slowdowns out there for you. So you have several accidents. One of those I was looking at was I-264 at Taylor Boulevard just before we hopped on this slide, but you can see the police lights just in the distance, just behind the walkway bridge. But yeah, we got some slippery roadways out there for you this afternoon and evening. So we give you a live look, barely see downtown. This is from our Jefferson Shriners Children's Camp in Jefferson, but barely seeing downtown right now due to the heavy rain we are seeing falling down. So yeah, we can see some ponding, some flooding, some localized flooding, especially along those roadways where hydroplaning could be a factor as we head towards this afternoon. So right now, temperatures are upper 60s, but that rainfall definitely falling down for you. So giving you another look at radar right now, we're still seeing that heavy rain really come throughout the Louisville Metro, Brandenburg, Fort Knox, down to E-Town, Hodgensville. You're all getting in on that rainfall right now. Tell City even. And it's not going to stop anytime soon. We're talking next several hours. And make sure you also join us for our live noon show. That will be coming up in just about an hour, where we'll be tracking out more rain showers and what to expect over the next several hours, that is, really. But overall, still looking at some rain showers. We'll run the picture out a little bit, give you a look at radar from a full standpoint across Kentuckiana. And yeah, these showers darting really right through our area for us today. Newcastle, Frankfort, Bardstown, this rain shower is spearing right through our area. We've needed the rainfall, actually. We've seen drought conditions really over the last several weeks, that is. So we definitely needed the rainfall, but this steady rainfall can be problematic at times. And we still got a lot to go. We see it further down into Tennessee, Paducah, still more rain showers rolling in right through our area as we head throughout this afternoon. So, of course, what can you expect? I've been talking about what can you expect over the next several hours, but how about we show you what can you expect? We're going to time this out to you for our Futurecast. One of our best tools would show you really what to expect over the next several hours. Still going to see that heavy rainfall as we head towards the next hour and a half. Not going to let up really much. Places, Jasper, maybe, Tell City, you'll start to see those showers move off more to the east, but pretty much everyone, Southern Indiana, Frankfort, Newcastle, when I call out your city, Bardstown, Campbellville, like you're going to see those rain showers continue well into the afternoon hours. 1:30, going to fast forward this again an hour, and these showers still sticking around. So with these showers still sticking around like this, especially when you see the reds, the yellows, that means heavy rain. That means that's some heavy rain falling at steady rates. So that means that could cause some localized flooding. A lot of those dams that could be still blocked up. I know at least Travis Breeze did a story on that yesterday about localized flooding. That could be a problem as we head towards today. So we're going to keep an eye on all of that as we head towards at least the next several hours for us. About 4 p.m., we'll start to see this head further south, or dive a little bit further south into Munfordville, Campbellsville, even Bardstown, just a little bit, still seeing those heavier showers. But good news is, as we head towards your afternoon, evening, we'll start to see a little break from the rain showers. A slight line of showers could welcome more rain again around 8 p.m., but we're nice and clear as we head towards your Wednesday morning. Look at that, 55 degrees. We're going to welcome in some fall weather after we get rid of those rain showers. I promise you that, as we start to see more showers likely come to an end as we head towards the Tuesday evening. But hey, look at the rest of the week. we're going to be looking pretty nice as far as some nice fall conditions. Going to be a perfect time to get out to the pumpkin patches, the apple orchards, and everything, because Thursday looking nice as well, into the upper 60s. Now, we talked about the rain really just rolling through and continuously steady rainfall. Well, look at the rainfall totals. This is additional rainfall that we could see heading towards your Tuesday. We're talking some places like Bardstown, you can see additional 2 inches of rainfall already on top of what you've seen already. E-Town, about 1.5 inches. Right here in Louisville, possibly a half an inch of rainfall more. But I'd say we could possibly see more rainfall than this map that we're seeing right now. So this is the rainfall potential. And I honestly tell you that we could likely see those rain showers. If they start to stick around, they slow down a little bit, we could definitely see more rainfall happen, especially rainfall totals, at least total up as we head towards the next several hours of today. So Tuesday, really a wet day, and that's why I want to stress to you that that's why we do have that weather impact alert day in store for us today for some just hazardous weather, some heavy rain, and of course this area is prone to flooding. We know that happened back in April. So we're going to continue to look out for that and just make sure you're safe out there for you. I talked about this a little bit, the drought monitor. You've really needed the rain, actually, and that's going to help as this latest update for Thursday comes out for you as you head towards this Thursday for that drought monitor. That 7-day forecast, you know, you love to see this. Really only today, that weather impact alert day is the only day over the next 7 days we're going to see rainfall. Tuesday, pretty much 90%, you can call it 100% almost of rainfall heading towards us this afternoon for your Tuesday, low 70s. But hey, look at the rest of the week. We're going to get rid of the rain. If you're tired of it, I promise you we'll get rid of it the rest of the week. And we're not going to warm up as much as we did the past few weeks. We're talking temperatures at least back into the lower 70s, nice fall weather on the way. So, all right, let's look at your 7-day forecast. We're going to reset here and give you a look once again of what to expect for us and what we're seeing right now, really. So we're going to reset and just show you what to expect over the next few hours. We've been at least tracking this morning. Meteorologist Matthew Willoughby has been tracking that since this morning. Also, Chief Meteorologist Mallory Snell will be with you this evening, and also myself will be with you at noon. So we're going to continue to track that out for you and see what you expect. So like I said, that weather impact alert day in store for us for some heavy rainfall and the possible chance of some localized flooding. This afternoon and evening, have multiple ways to receive alerts for us on WHAS 11 Plus app, on air or through your phone. Of course, we know you're going to have the phone in your hand, so make sure you download that app as well, and we'll be sending you updates on Facebook and also on our app for you today. So excessive rainfall outlook for you, we're seeing really that slight risk, which is a 2 out of 4 risk when it comes to rainfall. And as we give you a live look at radar, still seeing this roll through. We're starting to see some of those reds that you see on radar start to calm down a little bit. So more oranges and yellows on our radar for us this morning or this afternoon. But as you tell, as we've gone throughout pretty much this morning, we started this time lapse at least around 5 a.m. this morning. 5:12 is what I set this back to, about 6 hours. So I went from 5:12 this morning to now, which is 11:12, and we've seen rain pretty much the entire morning. So we're talking about 6 hours, even 6 to 7 hours of continuous rainfall, especially throughout the Louisville metro, which could cause problems out there for you as far as rainfall totals go. So give you a live look right now, 12-hour estimate rainfall. So what this means is the estimated rainfall we've likely seen over the past 12 hours, so just about 11 o'clock last night. And this is radar estimated, not terribly accurate, but it does show the amount of rainfall according to radar that has fallen. So places like Irvington, Brandingsburg, 3 inches of rainfall has possibly fallen already. You head further south really into places like Fern Creek, Shepherdsville, almost 3 to 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. Right here in the Louisville metro, closer to downtown Jeffersonville, not as much rain, but we're going to see those totals really come up as we head towards the afternoon hours for us, likely closer to 3 p.m., 4 p.m., we'll still see those at least showers still rolling through for us. So overall, as we look at what to expect and what's ahead for us, the live radar right now, we're still seeing that at least heavy rainfall. You see the reds, the greens, and that's still continue to roll throughout Brandingsburg, Fort Knox, Shepherdsville, Valley Station, Fern Creek, And this is a live look right now, radar. I did show you at least the roadways as well. Just as I was pulling this up, we did have accidents on 2 of our cams. I just kind of pulled up a few traffic cams that I possibly could see some commutes on, but it looks like we have accidents on both of our cams right now. One of those being at least on I-65. You see the police lights just in the distance, and then another one of those being I-264 at Bardstown Road. You can tell a car and a truck is involved in an accident. It looks like, I want to say the left hand lane is blocked right now, and that looks like the left shoulder as well, so causing a bit of some traffic issues. So what I'm going to do is, actually, I know I have my traffic map up here as well, so I'm going to look if you're heading out for lunch hour. I know it's getting close to that, 11, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, the lunch hour. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to at least zoom in and see if you're heading this way, you're heading closer to downtown or out of downtown. I'm going to check out some of these accidents. You can see at least the pretty heavy traffic along I-64 and I-65. So as I query this and see what we're looking at right here, this is left lane blocked on the shoulder, and that's on the Waterson northbound at exit 11. That's near US 150 at Bardstown Road. So we're seeing a crash there for us this afternoon. We're seeing 2 other crashes, one near the airport as well. So I'm going to get this information real quick and show you what we're expecting right now. This is another crash, lane blocked, the left-hand shoulder blocked as well on I-65 southbound. And this crash right here is also one that we're looking at. This is a one-lane blocked, and pretty much looks like another accident that is going northbound. So on I-65, you got some problems out there. A crash that is northbound near exit 127 near the outer loop, and there's another crash also near 127 on the other side, which is southbound. So quite a bit of problems out there, and I'm going to give you a wide look really once again at the problems out there. Of course, it's raining, so we're seeing some issues out there, some slippery roadways. You're seeing some decent traffic along I-64. Not any accidents reported right now, but yeah, we're seeing some, especially as you head into downtown, both ways. You're seeing some traffic on I-65 and quite a few accidents out there near the airport for this morning. So let's look at our traffic. We want to just show you that to just, if you're having a commute, if you're having to go somewhere this afternoon, just be careful, take your time, and just expect some delays out there for you. Like I said, we're seeing at I-264 Taylor Boulevard, looks like that crash that we were seeing has cleared up, but the rainfall is still falling out, so I barely can see downtown. And as I look at my phone right here, it looks like we do have possibly a flash flood warning in effect for us. So as I'm pulling this up right now, it looks like we do have a flash flood warning in effect for Jefferson County right now. So that is pretty serious. So we continue to track that out for you. We're going to see if we can pull this up for you real quick, but looks like we do have a flash flood warning for Jefferson County as of right now. Yep, that is for, thanks to our digital person, Margaret, we're going to have a flash flood warning for Bullitt County, Jefferson County into central Kentucky. So that is until 2:15. So as to give you a quick sec to reset, yeah, we do have that flash flood warning. Just as I said, that is for northern Bullitt County into central Kentucky, and also Jefferson County for us, and that is until 2:15. So there you go. The National Weather Service has issued this at least this flash flood warning for this area due to the rain that we've already seen. So as I give you a look at it right now, just to look at radar and what to expect, we're going to try to pull at least that flash flood area where exactly that is just in a sec. But like I said, rain continuing to fall down right now overall throughout Louisville. So yeah, expect some delays out there. We are seeing those watches and warnings of flash flood, at least warning as of right now. So we'll continue to try to pull this up for you and see what to expect and where exactly this is. So just give me 1 sec here and we'll get that going. But overall, yeah, rain's still falling down right now. It is just coming down really across Louisville as we continue to see a lot of rainfall out there for you. So yeah, here we go right here. Let's see if we can get this. All right, there we go. Flash flood warning. Like I said, that is for northern Bullitt County. So Bullitt County right here. I can zoom in for you. Actually, I can get my pointer out and show you where we are seeing that. So at least that flash flood warning right here is northern Bullitt County. So Hillview, but right through at least Jefferson County. We're talking Okolona, Fern Creek, St. Matthews, really most of Jefferson County into this flash flood warning right now. So this is until 2:15. So this is quite a bit of a long extended flash flood warning. So we had that just for our area, sort of query that real quick as well. We're seeing that flash flood warning until, like I said, until 2:15 today. So that could be extended. We don't know yet, but National Weather Service saw an area of concern that is causing some decent flooding out there. So send in your pictures, send in any reports that you may see out there of any flooded roads, and also make sure you keep your neighbors safe. You know, we want you to be safe out there. We don't want you scared. We want you at least safe as we head towards the next several hours. So on this as well, this flash flood warning, we're talking possibly 2 to 3 inches of heavy rainfall has already fallen, actually. Additional amounts anywhere from a half an inch to 2 inches of rainfall is possible, and that is the information from the National Weather Service of some hazardous, threatening flash flooding that could be possible. So just to reiterate what exactly this is for northern Bullitt County. And that includes, as I zoom in right here, this area right here, that includes Hillview, that includes Mount Washington. So you're all in this area, and I can zoom in even more. That's right along I-65, but as we go up into Jefferson County, this warning is included into Fairdale, Okolona, Asheville, Fern Creek, Jeffersontown. You're all included in this, especially into downtown. Now, if you head into southern Indiana, you're not necessarily included into this flash flood warning, but still want you to be safe out there. We're talking into West Louisville as well. We're talking Shively, Parkland, Portland, Germantown, all included into this flash flood warning. So that is what we're tracking right now. So just be careful. We would just want you to be careful outside, and we're going to give you another live look at radar, seeing what we're expecting right now. So you're seeing those heavier showers, and I do have it on a loop, but I'm going to stop it right at where we're seeing you see the little thing right there that's rotating. That's the live updates to the second of what we're getting at, that reflectivity of what we're getting at as far as those rain showers. So Bardstown, we're seeing some heavier rainfall. I'm going to get my pointer out again and show you at least what to expect. So Bardstown right here, you're seeing those heavier rainfall. The red's really a nice streak of some pretty heavy rainfall along I-65 up to Shepherdsville, Mount Washington, Taylorsville, still seeing those heavier showers out there for you. So yeah, just be careful. We want you to be careful out there for you, especially driving where you can have those puddles really build up very quickly out there for you. So honestly, I was driving back to work this morning, and I had the little sign on my car come up of slippery roadway. So I did hit a puddle out there. So we want you to be careful. That was going just downtown. That I hit a puddle on the interstate, and it was a little slippery. So those puddles can really build up very quick on those interstates, those streets. So make sure you're careful of any hydroplaning out there. So we're going to give you a look at radar again right here in Louisville. Just if people are just now joining and haven't heard that we do have a flash flood warning for North Bullitt County. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in our chat right now. We're all live on Facebook, YouTube, and WHAS Plus. So yeah, just drop those questions down if you do have them for us at least this afternoon. So overall, still seeing those showers out there. As I said, to restart this, we do have a flash flood warning in effect for us until 2:15. So we're seeing those showers throughout Shively, Audubon Park, St. Matthews, Northfield, really some heavier showers you're seeing along that stretch, really riding along that stretch of I-64 and down to I-65 as well. So where exactly that is, you can see right here, all into the green area. So there's a green polygon that we have at least shaded right here that rides along the Ohio River to the PRP, Valley Station, Fairdale, Hillview, Okolona, Fern Creek. I'm just calling out a few cities and towns, Mount Washington. You're all included into this flash flood warning. So make sure you turn around, don't drown. Don't try to, if you're in a car that is even elevated by bigger wheels and tires, don't try to drive through that, because you could get stuck, and we want you to stay safe out there. So yeah, this is a flash flood warning, and until 2:15, that is. So with this is pretty serious situation. Anytime you have those flash flood warnings, that means flash flood could easily creep up on you. And just as the National Weather Service has said, we've already seen 2 to 3 inches of rainfall already within our area with an additional rainfall about 1/2 inch to 2 inches so far. So yeah, we're continuing to see that as we head towards this afternoon. So as we give you a live look, really widen the picture out here of what we're seeing on radar right now. You see those rain showers roll through, those heavier rain showers right now. And looks like we're getting more. Flash flood warnings pop up here as well. Just as I look at my phone real quick, it looks like, let's see where this flash flood warning is. I want to say it is for more of Bullitt County, but give me a sec here. Let's see what this new information is. Yeah, we do have another flash flood warning as we start to pull this up. Let's see where exactly this is. So yeah, we're still seeing just that one right now, but more could pop up as we head towards the next several hours. So just be aware of that. So I want to give you a live look right now of those roadways. This is something I wanted to show you real quick of what you're seeing right now. As we're seeing a very heavy rain. I just got a text from my girlfriend. She said there's heavy rain where she is right now. So you can see live look right now. There's an accident right on I-264 at Bardstown Road. You see the accident right there where the car turned around. And so it looks like it's a car and a truck involved in that accident. But you see the heavy rainfall. Pretty much all of our cameras, whether you're on the Waterston, the Gene Snyder, I-64. You can see the heavy rainfall still falling for you this morning. So I'm going to give you a look. If you're heading out for your lunch break, give you a look at the live traffic to possibly order delivery instead, because it is a headache out there. We're seeing multiple accidents as well for you this afternoon, or as I can count it up right now, looks like we're seeing about 5 accidents on our traffic tracker. So I want to query these real quick and just show you. On one lane blocked, left-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash on I-65 that's northbound. So that's the one we saw earlier today, or earlier just a few minutes ago. So that one is the one on I-65 northbound, and there's another one I-65 southbound just a few miles up. So we have a couple of new ones here that I'm going to pull up real quick as well. This one right here that I'm looking at is the one lane blocked and left-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash on I-264. So that's likely the one I just showed you on the Waterston, that live look I just showed you near at least Southern Parkway. So that is one accident. We got other two more that we're looking at as well. That is definitely holding up some traffic. This one looks like this is along the Gene Snyder. So let's see what the information is on this one. We got the one lane block, left-hand shoulder blocked on at least the Waterston, excuse me about that, on the Waterston, so Bardstown Road. So that's the one, that's the live one I did show you that has the truck and car involved. And we do have another accident along I-264 holding off traffic. So you see the reds, that's when we really start to see the slowdowns out there. If we look at it, average speed, only 14 miles per hour. So, oh man, we just need you to be careful out there. This is one of those days where it definitely can sneak up on you, and we can definitely see some problems arise pretty quickly. And as you can tell, we're seeing multiple accidents. So to at least give you a few pillars of what we're seeing right now, we're seeing multiple accidents out there. We're seeing heavier rain. We already have a flash flood warning in northern Bullitt County and also into at least Jefferson County, most of all of Jefferson County. So we have a few issues out there for you. So that's why we do have that weather impact alert day in store for today, because this day could impact you basically. That's why we do issue those. So give you a live look again at that accident that we are seeing right now along I-65. That's the one lane blocked and left-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash, and that is at Grinstead Drive for you right now. So you see the slowdowns along I-64. So give you a look at this, and then I'll get back to radar in just a bit. So you're seeing the slowdowns and a crash on I-64. You're seeing slowdowns. It looks like a possible stalled vehicle along the Waterston. Also, as we look at I-65 heading towards downtown, heading out of downtown, you're still seeing some big slowdowns. So be careful out there. If you're heading out for lunch, possibly not head out for lunch, as we've seen a heavy rain, we've seen a flash flood, and maybe just stay in over the next several hours. So let's give you a look at radar. Once again, we are seeing some pretty heavy rain still continue to roll through right now. We did see that flash flood warning issued by the National Weather Service in Louisville. So as you give a look at that flash flood warning, that includes Fairdale, Okolona, at least Fern Creek, Mount Washington. And so all of these are included into that flash flood warning for you this afternoon. So we're going to continue to track that out for you and eventually see possibly this is on our way, and this is in effect until 2:15. So we are still seeing that right now. So as we give you a live look, wide picture of across Kentucky and where this rain is coming from. As I said before, me and meteorologist Matthew Willoughby have been tracking this since this morning, and you tell I started this at least time lapse about, I'd say 6 o'clock, and it's 11:29 right now, so we're about 30 minutes away from our noon show. So we'll be hopping off here soon at some point, but we're gonna stay on just for a little bit longer, just to let you know about that flash flood warning and what to expect. So this time lapse has been over about 6 hours, so I pressed this and it's been about the last 6 hours. You've seen the rain pretty much constantly. You woke up this morning, whether it was at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., you could tell it was raining outside. It was darker, and I remember driving out just during my lunch break, and it was about 7:30. It was still dark outside. It was still raining, so we've seen the rain pretty much, you can say, all day. So some of those rainfall totals, we've seen, starting to see that rain even more throughout the estimated rainfall total so far. And this is rain that's already falling. This is not necessarily forecasted rainfall, but this is the rain that already has fallen for today. So as you look at it right now, I'm going to stop this at least time lapse right now and show you where exactly we're still seeing that that heavy rainfall. As we look at it right now, not necessarily between this area of Radcliffe, not saying some heavy rainfall, but just north of that. We're talking Bardstown, some heavy rainfall. You see the reds, Cox Creek, Mount Washington, Shepherdsville, out into Shelbyville, Anchorage, Fern Creek. You're seeing the rainfall. But if you're not seeing a heavy rainfall, just wait. It's going to come, and it's going to start to roll in for you. Out into Louisville Metro, heading further down downtown, you have those spotty areas of the heavy rainfall, so it's a bit on and off with the heavy versus the light rainfall, but it's still coming down out there right now for you. And that's why we do have flash flood warning. So just to go back to that real quick, we do have that flash flood warning in effect for you, so giving you a wide look. No one else really under a flash flood warning, really just us right now. So that is continuing for you until 2:15. So I'll give you a quick look at that. So flash flood warning until Tuesday, 2:15. And some information from the National Weather Service about 15 minutes ago said that some of their automated rain gauges indicated some thunderstorms are producing some heavy rain across this area. That's why they have put a flash flood warning in this area. And they said already 2 to 3 amounts of rainfall have already fallen. That means that we already have 2 to 3 inches of rainfall already on the ground right now, and already soaking up those creeks, those rivers. So we do need to be careful. Those lower lying areas already seeing 2 to 3 inches of rainfall, especially in this flash flood area. But we do have additional rainfall amounts of 1.5 inches or 1/2 inch to 2 inches that could fall. So we're talking on the higher end here, some areas 5 to 6 inches of rainfall in one day that we could see. So that is projected, that's possibility. I'm not saying it's necessarily going to happen, but just as the National Weather Service said, 2 to 3 inches already have fallen, but the higher end of 2 inches could still happen as we head towards this afternoon. So we're going to give you a look at radar once again. Banningsburg, E-Town, Bardstown, Frankfort, still seeing those heavier rain showers out there for you as it continues to roll through. As I widen the picture out, you can see it is just slashing through our area, especially if you're in the Louisville metro. It really doesn't matter. If you're in Frankfort, Newcastle, Bardstown, you're seeing all of this rain right now, and it's just rolling through our area for us at least this afternoon. So if we give you a look right now, of course, we have more of the radar look of it, but also we want to give you a visual look of what you're seeing outside. If you're either at home, you're watching the stream, giving you a visual look of Jeffersonville, looking into downtown. You can see the rain falling on our camera, and you definitely tell you barely see downtown just in the distance there. So we also want to give you a look throughout the Louisville metro. We are seeing at least some of those traffic cams for us, at least for us right now, and to give you a live look right now. Yeah, you still see that accident on I-264 at Bardstown Lane. So on the Waterston at Bardstown Lane, you're still seeing that accident right now that involves a truck and a car. But it looks like we got some smooth sailing along I-64 at Shelby County line, and then along I-265 at 71, seeing some smooth traffic. But you can tell a little bit slower traveling out there. That's the rainfall is really slowing some people down out there. And this is something I want to pull up again. We've been tracking in some of that traffic tracker since this morning. We've seen those issues start about 5 a.m. this morning. I was talking to our morning anchor, Jim. We already saw an accident around 5 a.m. this morning, and we have seen several already. And we're seeing right now about 5 accidents. So some of those accidents, one was being along southbound, at least southbound along I-65, and there was one a few miles up northbound on I-65. So we have seen these crashes pretty much throughout the day, so hopefully everyone stays safe. We do want you to stay safe. We can't stress that enough, to stay safe on a sneaky weather day like today for us. So this has been, like we said, a wet day outside, and that's why we do have that weather impact alert day issued for you today. So giving you some of those details for us right here on WHAS. Afternoon, evening for us, we've seen that heavy rainfall. So that includes some heavy rain, and we also said localized flooding. That's the perfect example of what we're seeing right now, localized flooding, and that's why we do have the flash flood warning. And we need you to at least be able to receive multiple ways of alerts as we head towards, the next several hours. We're not just talking several minutes, the next 30 minutes. We're still seeing these rain showers roll through, and they're not stopping at least no time soon. So overall, as we give you a look at it once again, this is radar. Right now, we're seeing radar live right now, and what you're seeing is the rain rolling through. Like I said, it is rolling straight through Kentuckiana. You're seeing just some spotty rain showers in places like Bowling Green. I want to make sure I include everyone in on this. Campbellsville, Columbia, seeing just some light rain further down there, but don't get comfortable just yet. We're still going to see some rain showers likely develop throughout the late afternoon hours. But if you're anywhere between Lebanon, Hodgesville, Springfield, and all the way up into Sellersburg, Newcastle, Scottsburg, you're seeing some heavy rain really slash through our area. Banningsburg, Hardinsburg, Bardstown, you're seeing some heavy rain, and so much heavy rain that there is a flash flood warning right now for North Bullitt County, Hillview, Mount Washington, Okolona, Fern Creek, and St. Matthews. You're seeing that flash flood warning in effect for us right now. So I've talked about, the next several hours a lot. So I do want to at least give you a look in just a sec and come back on here and tell you, talk about the next several hours of, okay, is this rain going to just be out of here by 12 o'clock? Not necessarily. We're still going to see the rain well into this afternoon. So I'm going to give you a look at that future track and what to expect over the next several hours. So here's a look at the future cast for you on this weather impact alert day. And overall, we're still going to see that heavy rain over the next half hour. So this is 1 p.m. Still seeing those rain showers roll through. So they're going to do a little bit back building and trail out throughout our area to where we continue to see those showers develop actually over the next several hours. So about 1 p.m. still seeing some heavier showers throughout Louisville, Shepherdsville, Litchfield, Hardinsburg. You're about to get on some of those heavier rain showers as we look at this weather model right here. By 2 p.m. we're still seeing showers. So it's 11:37 right now, and we're still expecting to see continuous rainfall pretty much for the next 2 hours. That continues into places further south, E-Town, Bardstown. And as you look right here, I'm going to stop this right here because this is exactly the area where we saw by at least one of the National Weather Services where you saw that yellow line of slight risk excessive rainfall, and that's where you're going to see that. Not out of the woods just yet. Bardstown, Campbellsville, E-Town, still going to see those showers by 2:30. By 4:30, we start to wrap this up a little bit. Campbellsville still seeing some showers, so further southeast of our area still seeing some showers, but we really start to hopefully wrap this up by about 4:30. but don't necessarily rule out those rain showers for the rest of the day. A line of showers could possibly still roll through about 8:30. It could drop more rain, some pretty heavy rain in a small amount of time, about 8:30. But look at this, Wednesday, if you're ready for fall, we got just what you need. Trust me, fall is on the way. I know you've been tired of the summer warmth. We talked about the false fall, and we also talked about, summer returning. It came back, but I promise you, we'll have some nice fall weather after we get through this weather impact alert day and this heavy rain we are seeing right now, as we'll see some nice fall conditions on the way for you as we head towards the rest of the week. Some of those rainfall totals that we're seeing, at least for you right now, rainfall potential that is. So we could see additional, just as the National Weather Service said, we've seen about 2 to 3 inches of rainfall already fall for you this morning. So pretty much already fall for this Tuesday, and we're going to possibly see an additional 1 to 2.5 inches. So the rainfall already seemed not necessarily counted into this, but as we head towards the next several hours, this started right around 11:39 of how much rain we could possibly see for the rest of the day. And here's a look at it. About a 1/2 inch of rainfall in Louisville, Newcastle, about just under 1 inch of rainfall, 1.5 inches in Frankfort. But Bardstown, E-Town, you can see additional, and I mean additional, 1.5 inches of rainfall in E-Town, possibly additional 2 inches in Bardstown. So as we give you a look at, once again, where that flash flood warning is, we have the active flash flood warning right now, and that is at least along Jefferson County and into Bullitt County. So Hillview, Mount Washington, Valley Station, you're included into that at least flash flood warning for you right now. So if we give you a wide look at that and see it, that is until 2:15. So this is the area that we are watching that could cause, that could have some flash flooding. So we're talking, they're not just the creeks, the streams, we're talking the urban areas, highways, streets, underpasses. Rain goes anywhere, so make sure you don't turn around, don't drown. That we want to stress that enough, that just stay safe out there, especially along those roadways as you make your commute this afternoon, as you go out for lunch, as you go pick up the kids for school. Even we got school back in session. We had fall break last week, but school is fully back in session, especially for JCPS. So we got school getting out into the next few hours. So just be careful on those roadways. They may not be as busy right now, but I'd say next 2 hours is going to get busy once again after we start to get those schools out, and also as you make your at least afternoon and evening commute. So speaking of that, I'm going to give you a look again at what those roadways are looking at. I try to give you a decent look at all the interstates out there for you throughout the Louisville metro, and it seems like things are moving smoothly in some areas. So I'll possibly give you a look at some of the areas we've seen those slowdowns coming up at 12 o'clock. But you can tell some of those slowdowns still. Accident is blocking the right lane at I-264 Waterson at Bardstown Road, and you're still seeing some slower traffic moving, but a little bit slower at I-65, that grade lane. So we talked about the areas that is seeing some smoother traffic, but overall, as we look at least that traffic tracker for you, we're seeing a decent amount of accidents still, about 4 accidents still out there for you. As we look at our traffic tracker, and as you look at least I-65, this has been definitely a problem area that we are seeing at least some heavier traffic. If you're heading northbound into I-65, which just means you're heading into downtown, you're going to see some slowdowns. You're heading out of downtown, heading southbound towards U of L campus or even Churchill Downs, you're going to see some traffic. There's going to be some heavy traffic, especially out there now that it's that area of lunchtime, and also this is at least the rain showers causing some problems outside. If you're heading towards at least near the Spaghetti Junction, so if you're heading on I-64 heading towards the Spaghetti Junction or downtown, you also have a crash that is causing some slowdown. So this looks like it's backed up a few miles, and as we look at it, the average speed right now on that side, you're seeing about 9 miles per hour of average speed. So pretty slow traffic, but on the other side, about 53 miles per hour. So still with at least nice smooth running traffic on the other side of I-64, you're still going about 53 miles per hour. So that rain definitely causing some issues out there for you this afternoon. So as we give you a look again, let's reset the picture here and show you at least what you're expecting right now. Still seeing the rain showers, and I talked about that, at least that slow-moving rain showers. Still seeing some slow-moving rain showers, and even more starting to roll in right here as you go towards the next several hours. So Fort Knox, Brandenburg, and even Fern Creek seeing that steady rain shower. So I'm going to take this back about 2 hours and really show you, highlight this area specifically, and as we at least do a quick time lapse on how much rain we've seen in this area. You see the heavier reds, the yellows, really all throughout this area over the last 2 hours. So you're talking about heavy amounts of rain falling over the last 2 hours, and one specific area can cause some problems. Of course, we know what heavy rain could look like, especially back in April, where we saw quite a bit of rain, the historic rainfall, and historic flooding along the Ohio River. Not necessarily nothing like that we're looking at right now, but hey, just be careful out there. The flash flood warning is still in effect. Fairdale, PRP, Valley, pretty much most of the Louisville metro included into this flash flood warning. If you're heading out more of Crestwood, Anchorage area, you're not necessarily in that. Fincastle, you're not necessarily in that flash flood warning. Heading out to I-71 up to Cincinnati, or even on the Gene Snyder, you're not necessarily into this flash flood warning, but once you wrap back around heading closer towards Louisville, you'll start to be into this flash flood warning. But places into Bullitt County, Hillview, you're still into this flash flood warning. Fox Chase, same case. So overall, as we look at it, I want to give you another live look outside for you this afternoon. As we look downtown, heavy rain still. This is a view we love to show all the time, but not necessarily a decent view you can see. You see the rain showers definitely hitting our camera and making it a little bit blurry outside for you this afternoon. So I'm going to cut to me again. Hello, how you doing? We've been tracking this for just about almost a little under an hour for us, some rainfall and some heavy rainfall, and that's why we've had the heavy rainfall, and also we've issued a weather impact alert day for today. Of course, not necessarily strong storms. I want to reiterate that as well. We haven't seen the strong storms necessarily, or the thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms, but it's more of the heavy rain that we're tracking. We haven't seen anything like this. We haven't seen something like this in a few weeks. I remember back in September, we saw a day where we saw almost 2 inches of rainfall. Pretty similar day like that, to where we may have forgot how to drive in the rain. So this is certainly something that, this is a refresher to us, is to see the heavy rainfall, especially pretty much all throughout the morning commute, all throughout the afternoon, and likely going to be throughout your afternoon and evening commute. So just to reset this once again, we're going to stay on here for a little bit longer, just to show you what's going on and what to expect. As I check my phone for any new information from the National Weather Service on that, at least that flash flood warning you're seeing. I'm not seeing any new information right now as I look at that flash flood warning, but still in effect until 2:15, that is. So we're going to give you a look at that again. Live image from our Shriners Children Cam in Jeffersonville, looking at downtown, and you can see it. The rain is falling, ladies and gentlemen. And if you will give you a look right now, upper 60s, so it's cold, it's rainy. I know it's possibly Napa weather, so we do want you to be careful. If you're heading outside, make sure you're watching out for other drivers. Make sure you're watching out for any pedestrians out there for you. And also, most importantly, watch out for flood spots, flood zones, as we do have that flash flood warning. So overall, still seeing these heavier showers really just dive straight through our area into Louisville Metro and really across Kentuckiana for you. So not necessarily, some severe thunderstorms. You're seeing a few, at least, rumbles of thunder out there for you. As I zoom in, I'm starting to see a few emblems right here. So as I pull this up, I can see that we do have a bit of some lightning. So we're starting to see some lightning strikes, about 4 lightning strikes with this area right here. So some thunderstorms, not necessarily severe thunderstorms, but we are seeing some thunderstorms throughout this system. So you also see at least some rumbles of thunder out there. But mostly, the main threat we're looking at for our weather impact alert day is the heavy rain. We've been looking at this since this morning. me, along with meteorologist Matt Breland, have been looking at this, and Chief Meteorologist Mallory Snell will be joining you this afternoon and evening. But we've seen the rain pretty much all morning. I remember starting off at 5 a.m. We've seen the rainfall. We're going to continue to see that. We're going to have the latest updates coming on at 5 a.m. at 12 noon coming up for you. So heavy rain, localized flooding, those biggest impacts and the main impacts. So we still need you to have multiple ways to receive those warnings, including that flash flood warning that was issued. So we came on here about 11 a.m. and we're seeing heavy rain, and that's why we wanted to come on here and just tell you about that. But just about halfway through, that's when we did see that we did have the flash flood warning. So as we look at it right now, this is for North Bullitt County. So Hillview, Mount Washington, Okolona, Fern Creek, St. Matthews, right throughout the Louisville Metro, West Louisville, still seeing that flash flood warning. So this is in effect still until 2:15. So I talked about the rain not necessarily just ending when it hits 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. This flash flood warning itself until 2:15 today. So we got a solid at least hour, 2 hours, 2.5 hours almost of this warning left for more rain. So if you think about how much heavy rain we're already seeing, but think about that over 2 hours, that could really at least come up a lot as far as those rainfall, and that's why I do have the flash flood warning from a lot of creeks that could be overflowing, some streams that could be overflowing, and that's why they have that. So 2 to 3 inches of rainfall from the National Weather Service have already fallen, but additional rainfall, 1/2 inch to 2 inches of rainfall could likely fall again, once again for this afternoon. So I talked about the rainfall potential in some areas could receive already possibly on the higher end from the National Weather Service up to 5 inches of rainfall in one day. So as we look at the rainfall potential, we're still starting to see that at least total up as we head towards the next several hours. So some areas, Louisville just under 1/2 inch of rainfall. Litchfield could see about 1/2 inch of rainfall additionally, but heading towards the end of Tuesday, this is the more at least totals that we're looking at for the rest of the day that could fall once we end this Tuesday. Bardstown, we'll be keeping an eye on you. E-Town will be keeping an eye on you as well, and all the little towns in between for some more rainfall, about 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches to almost 2 inches of rainfall, possibly more, that could be falling for this afternoon. So we set the stage again. Let's give you a look at radar and see what you expect and see what we're looking at outside. Of course, when you look at radar, you want to see the greens, and that's what we have. But the yellows, the reds, that's when you start to really see the more heavier rainfall. The one that if you're walking out of Kroger and you head into your car, it's a soaking rainfall that you definitely need the umbrella for. You definitely need to stay safe. And it's pretty difficult to drive in as well. We've seen several, and I mean several, accidents this morning, and still seeing those this afternoon. If I give you a live look at some of those traffic cams that we're seeing right now, we're still seeing those. You still see that crash right there along I-264, the Waterson Bardstown Road. Still seeing that crash that does involve a truck and a car, it looks like. So it looks like about 2 to 3 vehicles involved with that. Let's look at our other traffic cams right now. It seems like they're moving smoothly, but just as I put up before, the rainfall definitely having an impact on at least that travel for you. So we've seen about 4 accidents right now that has been at least been a problem out there for you. We're seeing the slowdowns along I-64, and as I look at that, you see the average speed probably not even 10 miles, 11 miles per hour on average speed. But even with traffic moving pretty smoothly, we're seeing at least that speed at 55 miles per hour. So a little bit slower due to the rainfall. And as we give you another look at some of those traffic cams out there for you, we're still seeing some pretty decent rainfall falling out there for you. So overall, the wet roadways continue. You can see down below just further, if you look a little bit further along the traffic cam, you see some of those creeks starting to fill up a little bit. So you see that rain right there as it continues to fall. You can see it on the traffic cam. some heavy rainfall continue to fall. As we give you a look downtown, yep, rain everywhere. And that is going to continue to fall as we head towards the next several hours. Temperatures into the upper 60s at both airports. And overall at Fort Knox, Bardstown, Taylorville, anywhere you go, these rain showers are really slicing through our entire area for us this afternoon. So Litchfield, you're not seeing as much rain, but just wait. You're starting to see more rain roll through that's further south into places like Rosewood, Bowling Green. So there's a line of showers and storms right here starting to roll through. Now it'll eventually start to roll through places like Munfordville, Greensburg, Campbellsville as well for you this afternoon. So as we look at it right now, we do have a flash flood warning for us right now. So there is a flash flood warning that is in effect. And we're going to keep you updated. We're not just going to leave you right here. We also got more in the latest updates and news coming up at 12 with myself and Brooke Hash. So we'll continue to update you coming up at noon. But thank you so much for watching. We have those latest updates and what you can expect over the next several hours coming up at noon. So in just about 5 minutes, we'll have those latest updates for you coming up. So thank you so much for watching. Stay with us on our WHAS Plus app, YouTube, Facebook, and on air. Thank you.